Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bachelor host Jess Palmer explains unexpected career move. Jess Palmer is a man of many hats. The former pro football player has been the Bachelor Nation host since 2022. His experience as a former Bachelor lead makes him uniquely qualified for the hosting role. He opens up about his latest unexpected career move. Keep reading for all the details. Jess Palmer was a college football star at the University of Florida. He went on to play for the NFL and the Canadian Football League. He retired in 2007 to pursue a career in broadcasting. Jess Palmer unsuccessfully looked for love on season 5 of The Bachelor in 2004. His relationship with Final Rose winner Jessica Ballen only lasted a few months. By 2006, he was a commentator for Fox's NFL coverage. In 2022, he returned to his old stomping grounds when he took over as host of all the Bachelor Nation shows. The previous host, Chris Harrison, left in disgrace in 2021. In addition to hosting and calling football games, Jess Palmer has a few acting credits to his name. He made a cameo on ABC's 9-to-11 alongside Bachelor Joey Graziadei last year. But Jess Palmer's favorite role is that of Girl Dad. The Bachelor Nation host married model Emily Fardo in 2020. They welcomed their first child, a daughter named Ella, in January 2024. Like he's not busy enough, Jess Palmer decided to venture into a completely unknown area: fashion design. The Bachelor Nation host collaborated with Fanatics for a line of elevated sports apparel. The J. Palmer line of sports apparel launched last month. He recently chatted with BachelorNation.com about the unexpected career path. He said that he never expected to launch his own line, but was influenced by fashion since his days playing with the New York Giants. I was exposed to the fashion of Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue, and Soho. I began to travel internationally and see how men were dressing throughout Europe and Asia, and my interest in men's clothing has continued on ever since. The former NFL player said his busy schedule inspired the upscale sports apparel. I'm a very busy guy, and I'm constantly on the go. I imagined that if I were packing a duffel bag for a trip, what articles of clothing would I pack? The J. Palmer collection encompasses 13 essential and versatile pieces. He's looking to expand with new items and styles for the 2025 collection of J. Palmer. Jess Palmer, former NFL quarterback and fan favorite Bachelor host, has long been synonymous with both the glitzy world of reality television and the cutthroat arena of professional sports. But recently, the 45-year-old shocked fans by announcing an unexpected career pivot. Palmer, who has charmed viewers with his smooth delivery and relatable demeanor as the host of the Bachelor franchise, revealed that he's taking a break from reality television. And it's not for another high-profile TV jig, but for something far removed from the red roses and dramatic eliminations that have defined much of his public life. Seated in a well-lit corner of his New York City apartment during a candid interview, Palmer's usual suave appearance is downplayed. Wearing a simple sweater and jeans, his body language is calm but energized. It's clear that something has shifted for the Canadian-born star, and today, he's ready to explain. "This is a new chapter for me," Palmer begins, sipping from a mug that reads "Dream Big." "I've been involved in television for almost 20 years, and while it's been an incredible journey, from sports to entertainment, I've realized that there's another passion I've been ignoring, and that's culinary arts." Palmer's eyes light up as he continues, detailing his long-held love for food and cooking, an interest he's pursued quietly over the years. It all started in his grandmother's kitchen in Ottawa, where as a child, he'd spend weekends watching her prepare traditional French-Canadian meals. Those early moments sparked a fascination with flavors, techniques, and the way food has the power to bring people together. I've always been passionate about food, and it's something that stayed with me, Palmer explains. Even when I was playing football or hosting on TV, I'd find myself coming home, opening a cookbook, and experimenting in the kitchen. It's my way of decompressing and expressing creativity. Palmer's journey into the culinary world hasn't been a spur-of-the-moment decision. Over the last few years, while fans have seen him guide hopeful romantics through the roller coaster ride of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, he's quietly been working behind the scenes to refine his culinary skills. From private cooking lessons with renowned chefs to enrolling in short-term courses at the Culinary Institute of America, Palmer has been steadily preparing for what he calls his next big adventure. It wasn't just about learning how to cook, he says, leaning forward with excitement. I wanted to understand the science behind food, the stories behind recipes, and how different cultures interpret flavors. Food is like a universal language, and I realized I want to be a part of that conversation. This love of food recently culminated in Palmer launching his own YouTube channel, Palmer Plates, where he shares recipes, cooking tips, and behind-the-scenes vlogs from his kitchen adventures. From mastering Italian pasta dishes to experimenting with gourmet desserts, Palmer's channel has quickly gained a loyal following, surprising many of his longtime fans who are used to seeing him in a suit, hosting rose ceremonies. The success of Palmer Plates has only further cemented his decision to step away from traditional hosting gigs, for now, and dive into the world of food full-time. Palmer's next big project? A travel food documentary series, currently in production, where he'll explore the culinary traditions of countries around the globe. I'm calling it Food and Soul, he reveals, his enthusiasm contagious. It's not just about trying the best dishes in these places, but understanding the people behind them. I want to explore the cultural significance of food, why certain ingredients are used, and how family recipes are passed down through generations. This is the story I've always wanted to tell. The idea for Food and Soul came about during Palmer's travels as part of his hosting duties. He'd often extend his trips, taking a few extra days to immerse himself in the local food scenes of places like Greece, Italy, and South Africa. What started as a personal interest soon grew into a full-fledged passion project. One of the best parts about my time hosting The Bachelor is that I've been able to travel to these incredible locations, he says. But the more I traveled, the more I realized I was craving something deeper than just seeing the sights. I wanted to understand the local communities and how food shaped their lives. That's when the idea for the show really took off. As for his time with the Bachelor franchise, Palmer speaks fondly of his experiences, admitting that it wasn't an easy decision to step away. The show has been such a huge part of my life, and I'm grateful for everything it's brought me, both personally and professionally. I've met some amazing people, and I'll always cherish the relationships I've built there, he reflects. But I also knew it was time to listen to that voice inside me that was saying, there's more out there for you to explore. Fans of The Bachelor needn't worry, however. Palmer reassures that he's not closing the door on reality television altogether. I'm not saying goodbye to hosting for good, he says with a smile. I love television, and who knows what opportunities will come up in the future. But right now, this is where my heart is. Despite his exciting new venture, Palmer admits that shifting from a high-profile career in entertainment to the more nuanced world of food media isn't without its challenges. There's definitely a learning curve, he acknowledges. I've had to go back to basics and really educate myself. But that's the beauty of it. It's humbling, and it reminds me that you're never too old to chase a new dream. As Palmer looks ahead, He's confident that this new path will bring him as much joy and fulfillment as his previous endeavors. Whether it's filming his next culinary adventure in a far-flung corner of the globe or testing out a new recipe in his kitchen, he's fully committed to diving headfirst into the world of food. The goal is to inspire people, Palmer says, his voice steady with determination. Whether through food, television, or any form of storytelling, I want to show people that it's okay to pivot, to try something new. Life is short, and we should all be chasing what makes us happiest. And with that, Jess Palmer leaves the door open for whatever exciting opportunities may come next, knowing full well that, for him, it's not about where the journey takes him, but how delicious the ride will be.